Good morning. So my name is Ed Petersen, and I'm here in Clonard Monastery in the Peace Ministry office. Today is Monday, November 30th, and today we mark the 5th anniversary of Fr Gerry Reynolds going home to God. And just wanted to share something to mark Fr Gerry's 5th anniversary. We certainly haven't forgotten about him. Here in my office I have many memories of him, photos, all sorts of different photos with the Dalai Lama, with various Protestant ministers, Reverend Ken Newell, many others. Fr Gerry was a great gift to the church. He was a real redemptorist, very much a great member of the Clonard community. I know at times he challenged many of the community members here at different aspects of things, but I know how much he was loved by the community, the wider Clonard community. He just had a lovely, gentle presence and such a beautiful passion for the church, and particularly for the unity of Christians. And it was in that context that for me, the privilege of working beside Fr Gerry, getting to share just basic times with him. Being in the monastery here, often I would meet him, whether it be up in his room or in the parlors, and I would have the great privilege of just getting to listen to the Holy Spirit at work through Fr Gerry, and that was a great blessing. Often I would remember if it was coming up to 12 o'clock and the Angelus bells, he would always stop and take that time to pray, to recall the incarnation of Christ. Prayer was such an important part of Fr Gerry's life, that everything that he did in his ministry was rooted in prayer. And I used to love his saying, and I think many people who encountered Fr Gerry would remember his little saying, to let it unfold. Often I would be bringing different things, concerns to him, and he would just always try to calm me, as I know he would calm many others, and just say, just let it unfold. And what that meant, Fr Gerry would just allow the Holy Spirit to just enter and sort of help untie the knots that we often get ourselves into. And that has been a great gift to me, and I know to so many others. We're in the end of the month of Remembrance, and that was a special month for Fr Gerry because it was the month during which he began the Unity Pilgrims, going way back to 1994. And I just wanted to share, it was interesting, the image that Fr Gerry had chosen for this booklet, the Catholic Unity Pilgrims. When we had to pick an image or a picture for the cover of this book, he chose the wedding feast at Cana. And it was the idea of filling the water jars. For Fr Gerry, that's kind of what he did in his ministry. He did what he could do. He filled the water jars, and then he left the miracle of unity, that gift of unity to the church, in the hands of God. And that was a great witness to many of us in the simplicity of his life. I often think of Fr Gerry. I have these L plates, and Fr Gerry often described himself as a disciple with his L plates on. And I think what he meant by that was he felt that he was always learning as a disciple of Jesus. He knew that he had his struggles like we all do, and he journeyed with God in prayer through those troubles. But he was really a great gift to so many of us, to help us journey with God. And I think we recognize something in his humility, in seeing him with his L plates on, that helped us, to be disciples of Jesus as well. But he also helped many people of no particular faith, of other faiths. One of the last events that Father Gerry chaired here in the monastery was on Nostra Aetate, the Catholic Church's teaching from Second Vatican Council on a relationship with non-Christian religions. And we had the rabbi of the Belfast synagogue here that night and the imam from the Belfast Islamic Center. So it was Rabbi Singer and Sheikh Anwar Mahdi, and Father Gerry chaired that night. And so he was not only passionate about the unity of Christians, but he was also passionate about our common humanity and working for unity across people of different faiths or no faith at all. He had that lovely gift, and for me, I carry around, it's all bent up because I keep it with me all the time, a little memorial card of Father Gerry with two beautiful prayers, a prayer of abandonment of who will now be St. Charles de Foucauld, founder of the Little Brothers of Jesus, who Father Gerry was part of his priestly fraternity. So he had obviously his Redemptorist charism and his love for St. Alphonsus and St. Jared and all the Redemptorist saints. And he also had this link with the Little Brothers of Jesus, the Little Sisters of Jesus. And that prayer of abandonment was always something very important to Father Gerry, along with the prayer on the back of that for Christian unity, the prayer of Father Paul Couturier, which he prayed thousands and thousands of times and had distributed the prayer card, the walls of separation do not reach to heaven, to so many people. And I think that was always his great wish, that people would yearn, particularly that Christians would yearn for unity together. And I know if Father Gerry was with us now, he would want that yearning to continue. He would be so happy that Christians are so much more united, particularly here in Belfast and throughout Northern Ireland, across Ireland. But he knew there was a further journey as well with that. And so I'm grateful too to still be in contact with Father Gerry's family, particularly through his sister Noreen. And I know they just marked Father Gerry's brother, Father Pat, who's also a Redemptorist, his 3rd anniversary just last week. So it's a special month of remembrance, particularly for Father Gerry's family. And I think our message here for Noreen and all the family is that we will never forget Father Gerry. We always give thanks for the place he had in our lives, in the Redemptorist community here in Clonard, and all the people that he crossed paths with and influenced in so many ways. So we are coming up to Advent. We're actually in Advent, which just has begun for us, and that was a special time for Father Gerry again because of his focus on that, the incarnation of Christ among us. And like I said, one of his favorite prayers, he had a particularly Marian spirituality too, which in Christian unity circles may have surprised some people, but not only that commitment to the Angelus each day, but to the Rosary. And the Rosary that he actually designed his own prayers around the Rosary, but he entitled it Pondering the Reality of Jesus. And that was just another gift, the role of Mary, the humility of Mary, that behold the handmaid of the Lord, be it done to me according to thy word. Father Gerry made that prayer his own prayer, and as we come up to Christmas, we give thanks for the gift of Jesus in our lives. And on this anniversary of Father Gerry's passing, we give thanks for his life and the blessing he has been to so many of us. So thank you.